Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Michaela Barnhart. I'm going into my 3rd year teaching 2nd grade in South Carolina, and today's video is going to be our very last classroom setup for the 2025-2026 school year. Alright guys, so before I finish any kind of setting up, because I have, still a few things I need to kind of put like final touches on today, I want to show you guys the room because I changed so much last week. I filmed on Tuesday, that's what you guys saw, but I came back up here on Wednesday with my husband. He took the day off just to hang out with me. Our boys were at daycare, so we kind of spent the day together, and he helped me get some tables, he helped me put some things up, just some of the little things that I wanted to get done. We did a lot that day though, and then I was also able to come back up here that last Thursday with my mom, but I didn't film either one of those because, like I said, I had people with me and I just didn't feel comfortable trying to film with them, like not trying to film them but film around them, that kind of thing. So anywho though, I'm gonna walk you around, show you what I've changed because I have really changed a lot. Be prepared, and I'll kind of explain why I changed what I changed or what my ideas are now, and then I'll tell you what I have left to do, what I've brought in, and then we'll get going. All right, so this is a current view of the room from my door, and I will walk around in just a second, kind of give you a little bit closer of a view. Had something fall down. That's the first time that's ever fallen down, so I'm gonna get that taped back up there. But yeah, so here's what we're working with. So as soon as you come in the door, this stayed the same. You guys saw me set this up. You guys also saw that, so all that is still the same. Back here is pretty much the same. We did put my Rigby readers up there just to get them out of the way. I don't think you guys saw this, but I put my personal read alouds I'm gonna do with the kids on here. So that's kind of set up for that first few weeks of school. This is all the exact same. This is where I changed the biggest thing. So if you remember, this was my library and now it's not. I do have these few little posters. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave them there or not. They kind of fill the space, so I might leave them. Sorry guys, I also have a horrible cough today, so just bear with me. But I moved my student center stuff back here, which is on the to-do list to finish getting set up for today. And then this is going to be for my Chromebook cart. I forgot that I needed to have a space for my Chromebook cart, and it is humongous. It is like very, very large and in charge. So it's gonna kind of fit into this little nook. It's a big square, so obviously it's not gonna fit perfectly, but that also has a plug-in for it, so that's gonna stay there. I'm gonna find somewhere new to put this lamp. I just haven't moved it yet because I don't know where I'm gonna put it. These are just stacked up here for now. Jeremiah did these little, you probably can hear the air thing, but he put these little stickers on so I can write the numbers on there. So at some point I need to put numbers on those. Over here, you guys saw me set all this up, but I do have a thing to put up here that says wow work. And then I also set this up. I'm gonna kind of squeeze by my desk. So I made these little signs for the desk pet stuff myself. So I have desk pet daycare just in case somebody's can't handle having their desk pet, then this is where it will come live for the day. This is our adoption center and all of our pets, our domes, and I was just kind of test fitting one of these little habitat pieces. I also created a ton of these. My mom currently has them because she volunteered to cut them out. They're all laminated and ready to go, but I did some back to school themed ones. Like this one is like a little classroom. I did some like Christmas themed, I did birthday ones, I did all kinds of stuff. So that's there. Then we have our desk pet store. I did not just healthy food, but not sweets kind of stuff is up here. Then we have all of our sweet treats right there, and then activity hobby type things down there. So that is our desk pet situation. The back of my desk still pretty much looks the exact same, so I'm not gonna worry about showing you that. Jeremiah did however fix the bookshelf, so that's fun. These are just some chair pockets to go on the back of chairs. We put this up here because this was part of my library, so now it is up here. The kids will still get to pick from it, but yeah, it's there. Jeremiah helped me put magnetic little dots on the back of my schedule cards, so they are up now. I just have to actually figure out what my schedule is going to be, and then I can fill in the times. But yeah, so there's that. All of this is pretty much the same up here, and then this is where I put the library now. So here's how it's looking. And then the last big thing I changed was this wall. I did not like how the sound wall looked. It was too busy. There was too much on this wall, so I made these little border strip things to fit an anchor chart, and I'm gonna have one for math, one for reading, and one for writing. And that's just where that's gonna put. And then I have this thing that says, look what we are learning. So I'm gonna put that above it today. So that catches you back up to the door. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do first, I am gonna show you guys what I brought in today and like what I've got to do. But I think I'm going to get this picked up out of the floor first and get it taped up just because it's in the middle of the floor. And then I'll kind of walk you guys through what all I have and what I need to do today. All right guys, so I really quickly wanted to kind of show you some of the things I have with me today. So I actually went and got some of these folders from Dollar Tree, or the $1.25 tree. These are their like tri-fold folders. They're like that, they're not paper material, they're kind of like a plasticky material, so they last pretty long. But I'm changing up the way I'm doing literacy groups, like small groups and things this year, and like independent work, and those are going to be perfect for that. I got the idea from the literacy teacup. She used these for a whole year, and that's kind of who I'm modeling some of the things I'm doing off of. So got that idea from her, can't take it as my own, but I picked up 25 of those. They're all different colors, but I'll kind of explain that in a different video. I also grabbed these knockoff brand command hooks. I'm probably gonna regret buying these and not buying the actual like command hook brand or whatever it's called. But I'm gonna try to use these 3 to hang up that mirror right there. I'm thinking 2 on the bottom to support it, and then 1 on the top to support it, like holding it against the wall. And then we'll see if it stays up or not. And then let's see, over here, my mom just started cutting these out. So I just need to kind of trim them up and then put those away. That's my snack for later. I got batteries for the clock so I can fix it today, and then hopefully put up the numbers if they kind of fit. Still have not fully decided if I'm gonna keep these or what I'm gonna do with those. These 2 signs say wow work. I'm gonna put one on this side and one on that side to kind of fill that space at the tippy top. And I think those are super cute. They match the look what we're learning sign that I showed you guys a minute ago. So I have that. And then underneath it, I have my little conversation starters that I'm gonna put under the board right here. So I wanna finish getting those cut and hung up today as well. I got a few more packs of the double-sided sticky tape because we are going through that like it is nobody's business. I also have new things to put on this. They're sitting right there. They're already cut. I just need to get them taped on now that I actually have the sticky tape. And I forgot to put that on my list, so I'll need to add that in a second. But here is the to-do list that I kind of came up with. If I can get all this done today, I will feel like I really did something. So clock and numbers, wow work signs, the learning sign. I also made a sign that has my name on it. I might try to hang it up by my desk, but I think it's gonna be too big, so I may not even use it. Hang up the mirror and the conversation starters, and then put numbers on those labels I was telling you guys about. And then I also need to change out my 10 drawer cart. So if we get all that done today, we're really doing something. I think I'm going to start by changing out the batteries in the clock and seeing if my numbers are gonna work for it, because if not, then obviously I can take that off the list. I'm not gonna be able to do that today anyways. And then I'll probably go ahead and hang up my look what we are learning above those, just to kind of give that wall something else, and because I already have those cut out and ready to go. So let's get to work. Okay, so I just finished cutting all of these things out just a little bit ago. I also cut out all of the conversation things, and then I ate some lunch. So it is now 12:03. I'm about to get up. I think I'm gonna put these up first because I don't have to climb to do that. I'm gonna put them under the board. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna be able to fit all of them, so I think I might have to go through and pick out the ones I really want, or at least kind of see how it's gonna look up there. Actually, I just looked up there and I remembered. I'm not gonna be able to hang those up today because Jeremiah's still coming back to put this up on the wall. He's got that, like, it's like a little strip that hides the cords, so they'll run straight down the wall over there and then straight across to where I'm at over here. So I can't actually put that up today because I don't know exactly how big that is. So yeah, we'll wait on that. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put up my 2 Wow Work signs and get these 2 off of my desk. This is the one that says Mrs. Barnhart, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it to fit. I was originally thinking like in this area just to kind of have something over here, like either up here or here. I could move these numbers like down and put it there. But I feel like that just makes it look really busy. If it was smaller, I think it would look better because I could put it right here. So I may reprint it and make it smaller, like I can shrink it down. Because honestly, I just wasn't thinking. I printed it the same size as these right here. So I'm gonna start with these 2 though, and then yeah, we'll kind of see what we do from there. That really will check everything off the to-do list though. Also, I took some Dayquil because I'm feeling kind of rough. So there's that as well. Alright guys, so I think I have finished everything on my to-do list that I can do. I'll quickly run you through what I did. You guys saw me put my little things on the clock up here. It's hard to like make a circle like this. So I did that. I put the look what we are learning sign up. I hung up the mirror in the back. I put up our Wow Work sign right there, and then another one on this side. I just felt like I needed it on both, otherwise it looked kind of funny. Like you guys saw a minute ago, I hung up, or actually you'll probably see that after this clip, but I'll show you my door sign. I also hung that up, and then yeah, I can't do the conversation starters because we've got to get the things up, the cords up off the floor and on the wall. So that's really everything though, and it is now just not quite 1 o'clock. It's 12:45. So I think that really wraps it up. I feel like that's gonna be such a short video. Oh, actually, you know what? I need to finish setting up, well, I don't think I have all the stuff for that yet. I need to set up my student area, so let me kind of show you what I'm thinking over here. Okay, so we're back here at the student area. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna have 1 bin of notebook paper they can pull from, 1 bin of construction paper they can pull from, and then this last one is gonna be the turn-in bin. And I think I'm gonna make labels to go on each one just for my own like little touch of OCD-ness. And then these I think I'm gonna use for extra supplies. So glue sticks in 1, pencils in 1, scissors in 1, and maybe like a crayon dumping ground. I'm thinking crayons, I will let the kids have them in their, these little things, I can't think of the word for them now, caddies. So I'm thinking they'll have their caddies or their crayons in their little table caddies. There's 4 kids at a table, and I have those like plastic things you can put the crayons into so that they like the box lasts longer. So they'll have those 4. I'm also going to go ahead and give each group scissors, glue stick, and pencils and erasers. Like, they'll have everything they should need right here. This will just be like the spot to go if they have, or like if they need extras. So what I'm thinking, instead of like just dumping a bunch of brand new crayons or something like that, I'm thinking throughout the year, if we find crayons on the floor and nobody claims them, or like somebody breaks a crayon and we find half, whatever, we will just drop it into one of these. And then usually like right before we go on Christmas break or winter break, I usually do a crayon clean out, and I pull the kids to the small group table. We go through their box. If their crayons are still looking really good, like they have all of them, they're not missing anything, that kind of stuff, then I let them keep it. But if they look like they need a new pack, then I can dump their whole old pack into this basket and give them a new pack to start the new year. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Down there I just have erasers. I'll also add dry erase markers to that whenever I get some dry erase markers. All of our whiteboards, sorry my throat's hurting, and then all of these clipboards. So yeah, that is kind of what I'm thinking back here. But like I said, I don't have all of these supplies to do that yet. I do think I'm gonna move these, and I also still need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. So I guess I can do that really quick before I call this video done. But I need to make a list of what kind of labels I need. I have these little like, they're kind of like the Target dollar spot ones, but they came from Hobby Lobby. They're just these little like sticky label holders. You just stick it on and then you slide your label down into the pocket. So I have lots of those though, 3 packs. So I'll probably try to put label holders onto those bins and that one. And then I also think I might use those same label holders for up here in these cabinets, so that I can kind of label these. I guess I do have some things. I didn't realize I had this much. I didn't remember. So maybe I can take some things out and put them over there. I don't know, we'll think it through, but I do have some things. So anywho, I want to make labels for everything, so I need to kind of jot down what labels I need, or better yet, I do have my computer with me. I could just go ahead and make them and then have it ready to print at home. But again, that's not a big deal. So I think I'm going to try to figure out where I'm going to put this guy. I think I also might go ahead and put tables out at each, or chairs out at each table, and put their backpack, or not their backpack, their what are they called, these things, I'm losing words, chair pocket things that go on the back of their chairs. I might put those out, and then yeah, we'll just see what happens. Hey guys, so it is now the next day. It's Wednesday, July 16th now. I just got into the classroom. I was gonna kind of give you a quick overview of what we did yesterday, and then I'll talk about why we are here today and what the plan is for today to wrap this up. All right, so this is just kind of behind my desk area. Not really much changed over here. I did get these, well, I guess first I did that yesterday, you guys saw. I did get these little things put on. The sticker like pockets came with these little white cards that fit them, so I just wrote down what I want in each one and put them there. I may end up printing like cuter looking things, but one of my things on my to-do list today is to go ahead and put what I have in these, as well as try to figure out what kind of labels I want to put on these top ones and put some things in those. Then moving over here, what else did we do? Oh, we put the numbers around the clock yesterday. We put the look what we are learning sign up. Oh, we put the mirror up and it is still up, so that's good. I didn't even think about that this morning. I feel like there was something else we did. Oh, we did the things on my 10 drawer cart. Anywho, this is kind of what we're looking like right now. We're up here today though because Jeremiah is coming to put this strip up right here. So I'll take you guys along for that, but that's what we're gonna tackle first thing this morning. All right, so I got these put up. I think they look super cute up here. Little blurbs, cute way to fill the space. We also put the little strip up. If you ever need cord management, this came from Lowe's. It is super, super nice. It just like, it's a peel and stick. I don't know if you guys really could see it in the video, but it just peels and sticks and then it folds open. You tuck your wires in and then you snap it shut. So super nice. It took 3 sticks. So it was like 2 and a part of another one. But yeah, super cute. So that is done, and I think that wraps it up. So I'm gonna give you guys a full overview of the room real quick, and I think that's gonna be it. Okay, so right now this is what it looks like as soon as you come in the room. As we end out classroom setup for the school year, I have my little stand over here with stem bins, chalk, and our little lunch thing, mailboxes, birthdays. And then we go this way. I have this counter open because I'm going to set up a writing center over here eventually. I just haven't had time to do that yet. What we're learning wall. Lots of posters of things. Library. Things we just did. All of the good stuff up there. This is looking at my space. Desks, small group, all that good stuff is over here. There's another look at what's on the board. Wow work in our desk pet area, more wow work, where they house textbooks, student center area. Still haven't fully decided what I'm gonna do with these. That's why I haven't taken them down yet, because once I take them down, I'm not gonna put them back up over here. So just leaving them there for now while I decide. Chromebook cart will fill this area, so it will not stay empty. Here's all of our math stuff in the back. My Lego flowers. It's cute. I really like how it turned out. I think it's super, super cute in here. And then yeah, we're back at the door. So here it is. It's my classroom in all of its glory right now. Oh, and I hung those little honeycomb things up last week as well. All right, so that brings us to the end of classroom setup for this 2025-2026 school year. I hope you enjoyed the few videos that I had redoing my whole classroom, theme, layout, everything. I definitely had fun doing it, and I think it come together really nicely. I'm excited for the year. I feel ready. Definitely stay tuned though, because in addition to just normal like weekly vlogs throughout the school year showing you what we do in 2nd grade, I'm also going to do a video next week, I believe, of like prepping stuff for the school year. So I'll go over like getting my literacy folders ready, setting up the writing center, just lots of things, figuring out what's going to go in their caddies and getting that stuff together, putting labels on things, numbers on things, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to do that video next week. I also really want to do a plan with me for the first week of school and share that with you guys, share the planner I'm using and kind of what my thoughts are for those first few days. So stay tuned, because I still have lots of fun videos coming even though classroom setup is over. I go back to work like a week and a half from today. We go back on a Monday. We go back Monday, July 28th, and today is the 16th. So I only have one more full week off, and then I'm back in the swing of things. And then the week after that, kids come back and we're rolling. So we're getting really close to the beginning of the school year, which means lots more videos coming y'all's way. I also have, I know some of you follow me not because of teaching stuff. I do have some planning videos coming your way, as well as budgeting videos and how we budget as a 2-income household with 2 kiddos. So all that fun stuff is coming, and I'm so excited for it. So definitely stick around. I hope you guys enjoyed classroom setup so much. I love you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for all the comments that you've given me along the way, all of the suggestions. I have definitely listened to them. I've taken some of them and used them, or I will be using them in the future if they apply. So thank you guys so much for that. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye guys.